Hey and welcome to the Daily Man United News show. Let's begin with our daily news. Luke Shaw's minor injury could have major effect on his World Cup hopes. Manchester Evening News reporter Samuel Luxhurst has asked more questions than he has answered in his latest report about Man United's Luke Shaw. The left back has been missing from the last few squads through injury, having been dropped after the 4-0 loss to Brentford by Erik Ten Hag in favour of a new signing, Tyrell Malacia. Luke Shurst believes that the manager had expected Shaw to be fit for United's last game against Real Sociedad, which could have been an opportunity for him to get minutes after Malacia had played 3 games in 8 days. But according to the reporter, the 27-year-old was in line to start against Sociedad, but did not participate in United's opening training session the day before the Europa League defeat. It's understood Shaw's injury is believed to be minor, and United manager Erik Ten Hag said the left back had a small complaint. Ten Hag wanted to include Shaw in the 20-man squad at Leicester, but the defender was still struggling with his injury, and United had to name 2 goalkeepers on the bench. There is a suggestion of a hint from Luxhurst here that Shaw is swinging the lead a little, at least that he could be being a little flaky. Luxhurst further notes that the timing of Shaw's unavailability could affect his chances of an England squad inclusion, with manager Gareth Southgate due to announce his party for this month's Nation League ties with Italy and Germany on Thursday. Given his lack of recent game time, it would seem highly unlikely that the former Southampton man will make the cut, with the chances between now and November becoming increasingly few and far between. It looks more likely that Malacia will be one heading for Qatar, even though he normally has to settle for playing second fiddle behind former United man Daley Blind at left back or wing back for the Netherlands. Christian Eriksen says 5 substitutes will be a big help to Manchester United. Manchester United's Christian Eriksen has said the 5 substitute rule will be a big help to the team moving forward in the season. Speaking to the club media, the Dane highlighted the importance of a quality stacked squad with sufficient depth, especially in a season that will also see the World Cup take place. He said beyond the manager, who will of course welcome the advantage of different player options, the players will also benefit massively. Eriksen said, "The whole squad is going to be very important. I think this is a good year to have 5 substitutions. It will help the pressure on a lot of the players, and also I think it will give the manager a few more options." He hailed the players who have not played significant minutes and have had to contend with a bit part role, insisting that they have to prove themselves in the same way as the regular starters. So it's a good and a strong push that I think we need from everyone, because we have a lot of games and there is a lot of quality in the team, so we all have to fight for our places. Everyone has different qualities, and it's up to the manager who is going to put down to play in which games and see what qualities will work. One player the 30-year-old especially pointed out that he had formed a partnership with is Scott McTominay. He said that a connection is currently developing between the pair. "Scott has done very well, and I think you can see that from the games," Eriksen said. "I think in the first few ones we were looking for each other a bit and seeing where are we, but now I think we are starting to get a good connection and a good feeling of where you should be, and also because of the instructions of the manager, as he has the position he would like us to be in." The Dane insisted that the only way the squad would continue to improve and build confidence is by winning games. Donny van de Beek gives opinion on Man United's new signing. Donny van de Beek has revealed his views on Manchester United's new signings. The Dutch midfielder, who spent the latter half of last season on loan at Everton, thrived under Erik Ten Hag's stewardship at Ajax before he moved to England. Also, much was expected from the versatile ball player who had caught the attention of Real Madrid. The £35 million man has struggled to impose himself on United's squad, training under 4 different managers. Van de Beek has been consistently overlooked for a prominent role in midfield in favour of Bruno Fernandes, Fred and Scott McTominay. With United signing 2 world-class midfielders in Eriksen and Casemiro this summer, his chances to succeed may have now become even slimmer. Van de Beek spoke to the club's in-house magazine, United Review, about the new signings, saying, "I know them already as a player. Some of them I played against. I played against Christian Eriksen, against Casemiro as well, with Ajax. Licha, I played together with him, so I know what they are capable of, and they are really good players, so they will help us for sure. They are nice people, but they are also team players. I think this is important. As people, they fit very well with the player we have." Van de Beek highlights the strong mentality profile, which had been neglected at United and those sought by Ten Hag. Furthermore, his relationship with Martinez may help the Argentina international to integrate himself easier into the dressing room. What Van de Beek does reference are the capabilities of Eriksen and Casemiro, two players who have made the Dutchman's professional life more difficult. He seems rather tame and neutral in this interview. It would be expected that Van de Beek must significantly raise his competitive drive to display Eriksen, McTominay and Fernandes from the starting lineup. That does not even include the mammoth barrier of Casemiro, who's yet to make his full Premier League debut. These next 4 months, until the January transfer window, are vital for Van de Beek's United career. Playing under the tutelage of a familiar manager, he must fight to become one of these really good team players. Former Manchester City midfielder Nigel De Young has his say on Erik ten Hag. Former Manchester City midfielder Nigel De Young has been giving his verdict on Erik ten Hag's first summer at Manchester United. The Dutchman, who recently retired from professional football, has been analysing precisely what the manager has done this summer. Ten Hag joined the club at the start of the summer after a poor season and with the need to transform the squad's mentality and style of players. De Jong will know how the manager operates after being a massive success in the Netherlands for Ajax. Since joining the Dutch club in 2016, he transformed it completely and brought back a winning mentality for one of the biggest clubs in the country. In an interview with the Mirror, the former midfielder spoke about the difference in the Red Devils squad between last season and the one Ten Hag has transformed it into. Erik has 23 Eagles in his squad at Man United. De Jong said in a recent interview, "You can have the best players in the world, but you can only start building a proper side when you can turn all those egos into a team." The summer saw a flurry of transfer activity, with 19 players leaving the squad and 5 coming into the first team. Lisandro Martinez, Christian Eriksen, Tyrell Malacia, Casemiro and Antony had the luxury of transferring to the squad after a busy couple of months. De Jong carried on speaking about the players that Ten Hag had brought in and explained exactly what they will bring to the squad. Ten Hag has chosen his players carefully. I can see one thing, he has picked players with whom he can win a war. I can see the strategy already. De Jong concluded the interview with a little reflection on Rashford's current form, saying that it's wonderful to see the manager's faith in him playing up front as a striker has been rewarded. United next face Sheriff in the Europa League after the postponement of the Premier League matches last weekend. Marcus Rashford and Jadon Sancho both set for England call-ups. Marcus Rashford and Jadon Sancho are both likely to be called up to Gareth Southgate's next England squad. The Mirror reports that the United duo are set to feature in the upcoming Nation League games against Italy and Germany. Rashford and Sancho both missed their penalties in the Euro 2021 final, and neither enjoyed a particular stellar season in what was a shocking club campaign with United last time out. Erik ten Hag has breathed new life into the pair, and after a shocking start to the new season, United have won their last 4 domestic games with Rashford and Sancho both playing key roles. Both have missed England's recent dip in form. Southgate's side have failed to win any of their last 4 games, mastering just 1 goal, giving more credence to the respective recalls. Sancho's last England call-up was in October 2021, with Rashford last getting the nod in November 2021. If either fail to make the upcoming squad, it will surely mean waving any World Cup dreams goodbye. Rashford has scored 3 goals in his last 4 at the club. A double against Arsenal and the winner against Liverpool have highlighted the 24-year-old's ability to step up to the plate on the big stage. Rashford has scored 12 goals in 46 games for England. Sancho has also started the season in impressive fashion. After a slow debut season, a goal against Liverpool and the winner at Leicester, signs are that the 22-year-old's United career is coming to life. Sancho has netted 3 goals in 23 matches for his country, with all his caps coming under Gareth Southgate. Although England have good depth in attacking positions, there aren't many that have started the season as well as the England pair. It would be a perfect time to receive a call-up, with this being Southgate's last squad announcement before the November World Cup. Fabrizio Romano provides update on Cristiano Ronaldo to Chelsea transfer saga. Cristiano Ronaldo is not currently a priority for Chelsea after being discussed as an option for the club in the summer transfer window. That's according to the latest from Fabrizio Romano in his exclusive Caught Offside column, as he insists it's too early to tell what the Blues will decide to do in January, as they focus instead on appointing a new sporting director. Todd Bowley took care of Chelsea's transfer work in the summer, but it makes sense that he'll want a specialist to come in now and help with talent spotting and the transfer negotiations. Romano has previously spoken about Bowley being keen on Ronaldo, but it's not yet clear if Thomas Tuchel's departure as manager and former Brighton boss Graham Potter replacing him makes a future deal more likely. As for Ronaldo, Romano has reiterated that the Portugal international remains focused on Manchester United. My understanding at the moment is that there is no talk about Cristiano Ronaldo, as Chelsea are busy with different priorities, including the new director. That means it's too early to know about Chelsea's intention for January, Romano said. As I said on my recent YouTube video, Todd Bowley wanted Cristiano Ronaldo, but Thomas Tuchel was very clear on more than one occasion that he had no intention to go for Cristiano Ronaldo. He was offered to Chelsea, but also to Bayern München and Atletico Madrid. For now, he is a Manchester United player, and he remains 100% professional in training as he looks to get back into the starting lineup. Manchester United, the only club interested in a transfer of a Premier League star. Manchester United were the only club interested in a transfer deal for a Brighton midfielder Moises Caicedo during this summer, according to Fabrizio Romano. Writing in his exclusive column for Caught Offside, Romano explained that Man United were Caicedo's main suitors, even though there have been transfer rumors linking the highly rated young Ecuador international with other big clubs. In the end, the Red Devils went for Casemiro from Real Madrid instead, and it remains to be seen what will happen next with Caicedo. The 20-year-old has been hugely impressive in his time in the Premier League and could surely do a job at Old Trafford, but it seems Brighton's stance may be an issue. Romano insists that the Siglus always insisted Caicedo was untouchable, though, of course, they have sold big names to top 6 sides in recent times, with Marco Correa moving to Chelsea this summer and Yves Bissouma joining Tottenham, while Ben White was sold to Arsenal last year. There has been a lot of speculation about Moises Caicedo and top Premier League clubs, with talk of further interest in January, so I thought I'd give my understanding of his situation, Romano said. The only club interested this summer was Manchester United. They asked about Caicedo as a potential option before signing Casemiro, who was the real and main priority. I am not sure there will be a price tag for the player in January, as Brighton called him untouchable for the whole month of August. I will be uploading daily Man United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.